sky me, where brains go to broadcast.
Have you ever found yourself absolutely drowning in a sea of articles, research papers, books for a project, wondering how to truly grasp their essence and, crucially make them genuinely work for you?
Oh, definitely. It's a pretty common feeling, isn't it? That sense of overwhelm.
Totally. Just barely scratching the surface sometimes.
It's more than common. It's the universal research struggle.
Uh-huh.
The sheer volume of information out there today can feel paralyzing.
Right.
And the real challenge isn't just finding information. It's actually transforming that raw data into clear, actionable knowledge.
Okay.
It's about taking those fragmented pieces and turning them into a cohesive understanding that, sharpens your insight and really fuels your project's success.
Mm-hmm.
That transformation is often the missing link.
The secret sauce, maybe?
Kind of. It's the secret to feeling truly in command of your material.
Absolutely. And that right there is precisely what we're going to unlock in today's Cast Academy session.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into a skill that's not just for academics, honestly, but for anyone who needs to quickly and effectively make sense of complex information.
Yeah, it's broadly applicable.
It's a powerful tool that really sharpens your critical thinking and streamlines your work. The annotated bibliography.
Sounds a bit formal, maybe.
It might sound a little formal, yeah, but trust me, the practical benefits are immense, whether you're a student, a professional, or just an endlessly curious learner.
Right. Our mission today is basically to demystify this tool. We'll explain exactly what an annotated bibliography is, why it's such an invaluable asset for anyone navigating information, be it for an academic paper, a business report, or even just understanding a new topic. And then step by step, how to create one that truly elevates your understanding and, supercharges your projects.
So not just listing sources.
No, this isn't about rote listing. It's about making those sources truly yours, deeply understood, critically evaluated, and ready for application.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We hear bibliography and immediately think list of books, right? That page at the end of a paper.
Yeah, the reference list.
Exactly, full of citations. But an annotated bibliography adds this critical, incredibly useful layer that completely changes how you engage with your research. What's that crucial distinction?
That's the heart of it, really. At its core, an annotated bibliography is indeed a list of citations for books, articles, documents.
Okay.
But here's the game changer. Each citation is followed by a brief paragraph, usually around, say, 150 words. That paragraph is the annotation.
Right.
And its purpose is to inform you, the researcher, and anyone else reading it, about the relevance, accuracy, and quality of that specific source. It's like a strategic snapshot of its utility.
So it's definitely not just a summary. I think that's where maybe some of us get confused. We might be thinking of something like an abstract.
Yeah, common confusion.
What's the real difference there, and why is that distinction so critical for, our learning process?
That's a crucial point. Let's clarify that. An abstract is purely descriptive. You'll find one at the beginning of most scholarly articles, telling you what the paper's about, maybe its methods, its main findings.
Right, like a quick overview.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So an abstract for, let's say, an article on quantum physics, just say, this paper explores particle entanglement in zero gravity using novel techniques and presents preliminary findings. Purely informative.
Okay.
Now, an annotation goes much, much further. It's inherently critical and evaluative.
Critical, okay.
So it might say something like, this groundbreaking MIT study pushes entanglement theory, though its specialized equipment might make replication tricky. It directly challenges the XYZ model, offers robust data, and provides critical background for my work on photon entanglement. See the difference?
Yeah, totally. One tells you what it is, the other tells you what it means, judges its credibility, puts it in context.
And, crucially, suggests how you can use it. It's about asking, is this source credible? What's its unique contribution? What's its angle? Is there bias?
Wow. Okay, that contrast really makes it clear. So this isn't just like busy work designed by professors.
Not at all.
This is about you gaining a deeper, more nuanced understanding faster and making truly informed strategic choices about the information you decide to use.
Exactly.
It's like having a personal curator or even a strategic advisor for your research, someone who's already dug into each source and told you not just what it says, but why it matters and how it fits into your bigger picture.
Precisely. It's a strategic investment in your own intellectual clarity and efficiency. You're building a highly personalized, curated map of your knowledge landscape.
This sounds incredibly powerful, but for many of us, the immediate question is, okay, how does this initial effort really pay off? I mean, for someone already struggling with time, what's the unexpected benefit that makes this extra step truly worthwhile?
That's a fantastic question because, yeah, the initial effort might seem like more work, but the payoff is immense. First, it forces a deeper engagement with your material.
Uh-huh.
Think about how many articles you just skim and forget. Right?
Guilty.
An annotated bibliography makes you slow down, interrogate the text, really internalize its arguments. It turns a fleeting read into lasting knowledge that you own. You literally cannot write a good annotation without deeply understanding the source.
That makes sense.
Second, it serves as vital preparation for writing any larger paper or project. It's like building the strongest possible mental scaffolding before you even start laying down the bricks of your argument.
So organizing your thoughts early?
Exactly. You're organizing your thoughts and materials preemptively. And for students specifically, it also gives instructors a chance to comment on your source use early on.
Oh, that's smart.
They can offer feedback, maybe suggest other angles or materials you might have missed, which can save you a ton of time and redirection later.
That feedback loop alone sounds invaluable, especially if you're venturing into a new topic.
It truly is. Beyond that, the process itself cultivates essential cognitive, well, superpowers, really.
Superpowers. Okay, I'm listening.
You're learning concise exposition, succinct analysis, informed research. These aren't just academic buzzwords. Learning to distill a complex 50-page paper into a 150-word annotation trains your brain.
How so?
It trains you to identify core arguments, sift through noise, and articulate value quickly. This skill is gold, whether you're pitching an idea, summarizing a report, or just making sense of the news.
Right, applicable everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And crucially, it helps you choose works that offer a variety of perspectives on your topic. You don't want an echo chamber.
No, you need different viewpoints.
You want a rich, diverse understanding, even viewpoints that challenge your initial assumptions. That's often where the real breakthroughs happen. An annotated bibliography helps you identify and integrate those differing voices right from the start.
And it really sets a standard, doesn't it? It feels like an indicator of intellectual rigor.
Definitely.
You're not just collecting facts, you're building a foundation. I remember early on, I'd just dump all my sources into a list, thinking I was done.
We've all been there.
It wasn't until much later I realized how much time I'd wasted because I hadn't truly engaged. This process feels like it could have saved me so much headache. It actively shapes a stronger project before you even start writing.
Absolutely. It's a clear signal that your foundational understanding is solid and your choices are deliberate, like a quality control checkpoint.
Okay, so we've mapped out the theory, we get the benefits, but now the practical bit. How do I actually build one of these power tools? Let's get into the step-by-step.
All right, let's break it down. Manageable steps. 1. Locate and record. Start by finding and recording the full citations for books, articles, whatever seems useful. Don't stress about perfect selection yet, just gather options.
Got it. Cast a wide net first.
Exactly. 2. Examine and review. This is where you really start digging in. Don't just skim the abstract. Spend enough time with each item to grasp its core argument, its methods, its main takeaways. Understand its essence.
Okay, really read it.
3. Choose diverse perspectives. Once you've reviewed a few, select the works that give you a range of viewpoints. Aim for breadth, maybe even some contrasting ideas.
Don't shy away from disagreement.
No, embrace it. 4. Cite weight core correctly. Then, list the complete bibliographic info author, year, title, publisher, etc. in the right citation style for your project. APA, MLA, Chicago, whatever's required. Consistency is key.
Right. Get the format right.
5. Write the annotation. This is the core. Craft that concise, powerful paragraph, usually around 150 words.
Okay, the annotation itself. What goes in it?
First, summarize. Start with a sentence or two describing the source's main content, its central theme, its scope. What's it about? What are the core arguments?
Basics.
Then the critical part, evaluate and analyze. This is where you add your assessment. Include sentences that evaluate the author's authority or background.
Like, who are they? Why should I trust them?
Exactly. Note if they're researchers at Rand Corporation or a known expert. Comment on the intended audience. Is it for experts, general readers?
That tells you about the depth.
Right. Compare or contrast this work with another you've cited. How does it fit in the conversation? Maybe highlight how it contrasts findings with an earlier study by Williams.
Oh, interesting. Connecting the dots.
Precisely. And explain specifically how this work helps your topic or how you will use it. Is it for background, data, graphics? Will it lead you to other sources?
You're making it personal to your project.
Yes. Carefully judge its overall value. Consider its detail level, any potential bias, how timely the data is. Note if its bibliography looks useful for finding more stuff.
Practical tips within the annotation?
Absolutely. And finally, comment on anything especially noteworthy. Is it controversial? Definitive. Does it offer a new theory? A unique political angle?
That's a really solid framework. It pushes you to think deeply. Now, when we're writing these, are there common pitfalls, things to actively avoid?
Definitely. First, avoid vague phrasing, empty sentences. Don't just say, this source is very useful, tons of good info.
Be specific.
Be specific. This source provides crucial historical context, offering primary documents. Much more impactful. Second, use present and future tense verbs. You're analyzing now, explaining how you will use it later. Keeps it immediate.
Right. Active and forward-looking.
And finally, make sure each description is clearly linked to its proper source. Clear format is crucial for usability.
Okay, clear, specific, and forward-looking. Got it. Theory's great, but seeing it in action, that's where it clicks.
We've got some examples, right? First on American graveyards.
Yeah, these examples are excellent for seeing different annotation styles. Let's start with the graveyard studies. First, there's Jordan's 1982 book, Texas Graveyards.
Okay.
The annotation notes Jordan classifies sites into 3 types: Mexican, German, and Southern folk. It mentions his detailed physical descriptions, layout, markers. You immediately know its specific focus, cultural, physical classification, rich description.
Very clear what it offered. Next, Meyer's 1989 edited volume, Cemeteries and Grave Markers. Described as a compilation covering regional epitaphs, Southern cemetery origins, even Afro-American burial grounds.
So broader.
Exactly. It tells you it's a broad collection, maybe good for an overview of diverse themes.
Yeah,
A potential starting point.
makes sense.
Then there's Sloane's 1991, The Last Great Necessity. The annotation calls this a primary source on cultural history, and crucially points out Sloane's notes section helps find other sources.
Oh, that's a great practical tip right in the annotation.
Yeah, tells you it's informative and a pathway to more research.
Nice. What else?
Weed's 1912 Modern Park Cemeteries. Annotation highlights Weed as a landscape architect, focusing on how cemeteries should look. Describes pre-20th century layouts.
So a design perspective, historical.
You got it. Tells you the specific angle and historical value. And finally, for this set, Zielinski's 1994 article, Gathering Places for America's Dead. Described as an intriguing analysis of spatial patterns. He maps cemetery numbers by county, seeks reasons for regional differences. And note this. The annotation says, Zielinski's bibliography led me to Sloane's work.
Ah, showing the connections.
Perfect example of noting how one source leads to others, building your knowledge network right there in the notes.
Wow, those examples really show how each annotation, in just a few lines, paints such a clear picture. Content, unique contribution, even how you might use it. So much more than a summary, it's strategic.
Exactly. Strategic evaluation.
Now let's switch fields. A sociological example. Showing how to summarize findings, maybe compare studies.
Yeah, this is a great one. Wait, Goldschneider and Witzberger's 1986 article on non-family living. The annotation first notes the authors are researchers at Rand and Brown University.
Establishes authority right away.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Then it summarizes their hypothesis. Young adults living outside the family changes their attitudes, moves them away from traditional sex roles.
Okay, clear hypothesis.
Then the powerful part summarizes the findings. Hypothesis strongly supported in young women, fewer effects in young men.
Interesting nuance.
But then it strategically contrasts this with an earlier study by Williams, which found no significant gender differences.
Ah, putting it in dialogue with other research.
That's it. This direct comparison highlighting agreement or disagreement is incredibly powerful for your own synthesis. Helps you identify nuances, build a complex argument. You're building a conversation between researchers, not just listing facts.
So what this all means for you, the listener, is that these aren't just summaries. They're strategic guides designed to help you navigate your research, piece together a nuanced argument faster with more confidence.
Absolutely. They transform raw research into a clear, actionable plan.
And it's not a one-and-done thing, right?
Precisely. This isn't a one-time task. It's an evolving dynamic tool. As you continue your research, compile annotated entries for each new source you find.
So it grows with your project.
It becomes an ongoing process that refines your understanding with every new piece of information, constantly building and strengthening your knowledge base.
Think of it like building your personal, highly curated knowledge library, a living resource. Each entry is a mini review, a quick reminder. Why is the source valuable? How does it fit?
It's your personalized intellectual map, guiding you through complex topics.
Makes daunting tasks feel more manageable.
And applying these skills finding, evaluating, strategically organizing continuously strengthens your research, makes you a more informed, capable, and efficient knowledge seeker in any field.
And there you have it, the transformative power of the annotated bibliography. It goes way beyond just a list of books.
Way beyond.
It's about critically engaging, evaluating worth, strategically planning how sources bolster your projects. It makes you a more informed, efficient, confident researcher.
Ready to tackle anything.
Pretty much. Ready to tackle any topic no matter how daunting it seems at first.
And as you move forward, consider this, how applying this skill not only improves your academic or professional projects, but also sharpens your ability to critically assess any information you encounter daily.
Ooh, interesting thought.
Seriously. What other areas could benefit from this deep level of informed scrutiny? It's a skill that truly transcends the library or the office. It empowers you everywhere you encounter information.
That's a powerful thought to leave you with. So go forth, practice this skill, and, well, literally transform your approach to learning and information gathering.
You'll be amazed.
Yeah, you really will be amazed at the clarity and depth it brings to your work, and maybe even just how you read the news.
Cascade me where brains go to browse.